The ghost, the ghost secret. That evening, Hamlet, Horatio, and one of the soldiers met at midnight to watch for the ghost. The night was dark, cold, and quiet. In the distance, they could hear the sound of music and laughter. The king and queen were enjoying a feast. Suddenly, Horatio touched Hamlet on the arm. "Look, my lord," he whispered. "Look, it is coming." The ghost had appeared up again. Hamlet knew at once that it was his father's ghost. He was both frightened and curious. Why have you left your grave? What does this mean? What should we do? Oh, answer me, he cried. But the ghost did not answer. Instead, it silently signaled to Hamlet to follow it. Horatio was afraid and begged Hamlet not to go, but Hamlet fiercely pushed his friend away. Nothing would stop the prince from following the ghost, even if it led him to hell itself. He disappeared from Horatio's sight into the black night. When Hamlet and the ghost were alone, the ghost turned to him and spoke. What he said filled the young man with horror. He told him that he was the dead king's ghost and that he had been cruelly murdered. Hamlet, he continued, that they said a snake bit me in the garden, but the snake that killed me now rules my kingdom. My uncle asked eagerly. The look of terrible sorrow on the ghost's face told him that he had guessed correctly. I knew it, the prince exclaimed. Claudius had murdered his own brother. He had wanted both to be king and to marry Gertrude while the old king was sleeping in the garden one day. Claudius had crept up and poured poison in his ears. It was a horrible death. And now, son, your dear father is unable to get to heaven. I died before I could pray for forgiveness, and now I must burn. I command you, if you are my son, you must get revenge for this terrible murder. Help me to find peace. But the ghost added, do not harm your dear mother. You must leave her to be punished by her conscience and by heaven. Then the ghost vanished. Oh God, from this moment on, I swear I will think of nothing except the ghost's command to get revenge for this murder. Hamlet shouted to the night sky, but as Hamlet grew angrier and angrier, he could not stop thinking of his mother. Her marriage had hurt him so much, and now he had found out that she had married his father's murderer. How could he forgive her? When Horatio ran up to Hamlet, he found the prince was very excited. He seemed as if he was half mad. Hamlet made his friend and the guard swear never to tell anyone what had happened that night. Then he warned Horatio that from now on he was going to pretend to be mad, and he had a good reason for it. But Hamlet didn't tell him the ghost's terrible secret.